Hi folks, Patrick Barrett again here, your favorite driver education guru with a great coaching tip and for beginners and for teaching beginners. It's called the optical illusion. What is an optical illusion? I'll tell you what it is. What happens is when a beginner gets into that vehicle, all of a sudden they get a little nervous for a lot of reasons. But one reason, and one thing that creates their anxiety and also their inability to maintain lane position, is the fact that they have this giant void area around the vehicle. Now what is that? That means if you look out over the hood of the car, just guess, how many feet do you think it is before you're going to see pavement? Come on now, take a guess. Give me a guess. What is that? 3, 4, 5 feet? Okay. You know, I got to tell you, that's the answer that 95% of people give me, and I understand that because you think that's about all it is, but it's actually 15 feet. If you look at the diagram that we're going to show you in just a moment, you'll see it's 15 feet out to the front. If you look to the left, it's about 10 to 12 feet, or pardon me, 5 to 7 feet on the left. And then on the right, if you look out through there, you're going to see it may be 10 to 12 feet before you can see pavement. Now you look in that rear view mirror and you look back, and then guess how many feet it is before you see pavement. It could be 35 to 40, 70 depending on the slope of the vehicle and the height of it and your particular height. So what this does entirely, this creates what's called the void area, or an area that's basically blind to the driver. Okay, now when your brain gets in and sits down and looks at this thing, it's like, holy cow, you know, and they look up ahead and say, I'm going to get this great big car down that little bitty lane. I mean, that's what the brain's doing. Now, if you're an experienced driver, you've already gone beyond that. Consciously or otherwise, you might not be aware that you've already gotten beyond that. But that's not where a beginner is. To a beginner, this looks huge. I mean, to them, it's 25 feet wide and 70 feet long. And so they're wondering, how am I ever going to get to keep this in the lane? The other thing, of course, that's why when there's a car coming toward them, they want to scoot over. There's not enough room. I got to move over. But the other thing that's going to happen is that when they go to make a right turn, they're swinging out wide. They're afraid to turn that wheel right because they're afraid they're going to hit the curb. The reason they're afraid is because they can't see it over here. They're going to have less of a problem on the left because they can see better on the left. But on the right, it's kind of blind. Now, why is that? One, they just still don't understand that it's always a void area over there. You're never going to see that space. And secondly, the way you read that space is in advance. You've got to look at that space way in advance so you know how much space you have. Actually, this is all beneficially corrected by using the forward pivot point and targeting up ahead. So if you'd like, you can get more resources from us at driveredinabox.com, and we sure appreciate your ability to stay in the lane because that's really important, and to understand that this void area creates an optical illusion, and that's why beginners have those problems. So thanks a lot for joining us today. Again, sign up, or what do they call it? Subscribe to our channel, and maybe we can help save your life. And remember, practice like your life depends on it, because it does. Bye now.